I want you to think about this. Let us say for a second that someone could lose their salvation, okay? As an example, if somebody could lose their salvation, let me ask you the question, how many sins would they have to commit to lose it? Let me ask you a question. How many sins condemn us to hell? One sin, right?
Yeah.
If you've lived a perfect life and told one lie, had one bad thought, you need a Savior, which is everybody in the world. So let's say, for example, you could lose your salvation. How many sins would it take to lose it? Just one. Which means we would all lose our salvation every single day. Right? It would only take one sin, one little white lie, one bad thought, one time you got angry at your spouse, and you know what? You lost your salvation. James 2:10, let's see this. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. You see, if somebody lives a perfect life and they break God's law just one time, they tell one lie, they're condemned to hell and they need a Savior. And see, if we could lose our salvation, as an example, it would only take one sin. And that would be ridiculous then. We would all go to hell, right? Turn to Revelation 21. Revelation 21. Sometimes when people are struggling with eternal security, I'll mention this to them. I'll show them in James 2:10 and Revelation 21, and I'll ask them that question. If you could lose your salvation, how many sins would it take? How many lies would it take to lose your salvation? And sometimes that's the big light bulb that clicks with them. Like, oh wow, it would only take one lie. And it's like, well then none of us would go to heaven. It doesn't make any sense. It says in Revelation 21 verse 27, and there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie. Just one lie. But they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. You see, we tell people with Revelation 21:8, we'll ask them sometimes, how many murders would it take to make you a murderer? And they'll say just one. How many lies does it take to make you a liar? Just one. Right? And he makes it even clearer here in Revelation 21:27 in case people try to argue this. Because people try to say, well, I've lied, but I'm not a liar. Well, no, you are a liar if you've lied before. A liar means that you lie sometimes, right? We all lie sometimes. So that's all of us. And so it only takes one lie. He makes it very clear. So here's the thing. If you could lose your salvation, it would only take one little sin to lose it. The great thing about salvation is that when we get saved, all of our future sins are forgiven. It doesn't matter if it's a big sin like murder or suicide or whatever sin, or if it's a little white lie. All sins are forgiven.